Okie dokie, we're back with none other than Victorian Crochet. I dedicated a video to this book and all of the patterns inside, and a lovely engraving caught my eye. Look at this beast. This is a Fascinator. Isn't that just fascinating? Now let's see what they say a Victorian Fascinator is. Here we are. Fascinator light head scarf of crochet or lace. Fabulous. Now we can take a look at the pattern, which is 2 pages away and just at the bottom right. Fascinator. This Fascinator is worked in a simple open stitch of treble and chain. Now you can pause and screenshot should you wish to make it yourself. Continues to the next page. And at the bottom of this pattern, it does say that the main, repeating pattern, the square in the middle, can be made in a larger size as a shawl to donate to charity. 2 patterns in one, isn't that fun? Okie dokie. Let's look at the pattern again. See what we're trying to create. Here we are. And then at my creation. Here we are. Now I can't fit all of it in, and I think I put it upside down. Now here we are. This is the main body of the design. It's just a repeating pattern. It's sort of granny square, but 2 trebles instead of 3. Very simple. And then what I would call the tentacles are down here. Very nice and simple. This is all they are. I hated this pattern. I think it's so simple to make, but the way I recall it was done is you work the body, fine, simple. Then you work 1 tentacle, then you cut. Form a chain, you go to the end, you cut it. Then you start at the other side, forming the other one, form a chain, cut. I think you cut there anyway. Then you work around. Why would I do that? You can easily make this continuous, and so that's what I did. I didn't bother, because with lace works, with open works, when you make a knot, it's very obvious, especially that this is a wearable. I just hate it. If it can be continuous, it should be. Maybe it was, easier to write it that way or something. I don't know. To be fair, that one does look a bit neater. Screw you for thinking that, but it's true. Anyways, this is the final design. I know it's hideous, I'm so aware. And the tentacles are too long. They're raveling up because I haven't processed this properly yet. And I ran out of the main yarn you see here. It's all wool. This is all wool. But I ran out of it because you do little clusters here. I got a bit anxious, so I said let me switch out to a different yarn for the border. I did a few less stitches in the border as well, I think, and this was cashmere. So it's all animal based, it's all very lovely and warm, so that's what we're looking for. As much as the pattern kind of was overcomplicated, I think it's so worth a try. It's so nice and fun and easy. I mean, that's just a personal thing. I hate cutting up yarn if it can be continuous. And then it's so functional. Let me show you. I'm going to bring in my model. Here we are. This is my octopus, of course, but he's going to rob a bank, so he's in disguise. Don't question too many things. It's going to make your head hurt. Now, I think this is so fun. So it's a square, right? For now. You put the point over the forehead and the rest falls to the back of the neck. Covers you up. Very nice and lovely there. You tie this under the chin. And then if you had shorter tentacles, this could kind of be it. Let me fix you up a little. He doesn't really have a chin. But if they're longer, what you can also do is wrap them around the back just tuck them in. And now it is so secure and so warm. Okay, so this keeps your face and your ears. Let's fix that. In your ears, nice and warm. Perfect. Your neck, of course. Turn to the back. How snug is that? If you're a person with a cold back of the neck, this is so sexy to me. I hate this one because the colors aren't very me. This is very, what's it called? Hills on the Prairie. The one where every episode you cry, but they had crochet hats, right? But it could be something. They do have a few more fascinators, but they're individual motifs, and that's so not my style, as you have gathered. But it seemed to have been a trending pattern. Okay, we're in the modern era, so of course we want to make it look a bit more hippie. I'm gonna grab it, fold it in half like a bandana, right? And you can tie it on top of the head, under the chin, or behind the head. And then you can, wear the rest as a scarf. Isn't that fun? I don't know. You can put it, there. Because, he doesn't have hair, but pull some hair out. I think it's so fun. I look like a douchebag wearing it. But I'm still going to make another one because I think it is so practical. It's just too fun to pass up. But yeah, this is what I managed to get up to. It's not my proudest moment. I don't care for the yarn. I didn't care for the pattern. But I think it is such a lovely item. Now, moving on. If we go to the next page, we see this lady's boa. This is it. Isn't that lovely? Let's see what a Victorian boa is. If you watch burlesque, you already know. Boa, long fluffy scarf. Very fun. And then the pattern for it. Where am I? Lady's boa. As you can see, very simple. A handsome boa for the neck can be made in loops of crochet chain in imitation of an ostrich feather boa. Isn't that so fun? 4 rows. Absolutely amazing. Here we are. It has a little bow on it. It's made of loops. Super fun. And you do get a few more of these. And for children as well, which I think is super fun. Now, here we are. This is her. And for both of these projects, I did use a bone hook because I'm not gay. I follow some of the instructions. A bone hook, let me tell you, is life-changing. If you hate your aluminium hook squeaking, not properly grasping your yarn, like I'm not properly grasping English, this is your solution. This is when hooks were made for you, not you made for the hooks. Absolutely fun and lovely. Anyways, here is, I'm just so obsessed with hooks. Here is my boa with a little bow. So the way you make this is you make a chain as long as you want it. Just work a simple chain. Then work back into it loops of 18 and into every bloody stitch. Isn't that crazy? Every stitch all the way across, turn back into every stitch again on the other side. 18. Tedious. You get all of these loops. And then, honestly, I don't know what happens after that because I only got to the 2nd row. You know why? Because this stuff eats yarn like a motherfucker. This is as tall as my door frame. This is, up there. I don't think I'm going to unravel it all. But all I got was into 2 rows. Just forward pass and back pass. This is as much as I could achieve. To sort of, pretend I was able to finish it. Because this was second-hand yarn. I don't know what it is, but when you squish it, it sounds like you're stepping on fresh snow, so that's fun. Oh, it doesn't do it anymore. Ignore me then. But yeah, this is what it would look like with 4 rows if it was fuller. I just twisted it together. And if I'm honest, I would kind of do this again. Not the 4 complete rows, but just twist it instead of having to do all of that work. Anyways, this is it. This is just a scarf. It is so warm. This is acrylic, and it's supposed to imitate an ostrich feather boa. I think it does. Sort of enough, as much as you can get for something like this. It's got a nice weight to it. Pretty sturdy, you would think, because it's one chain just holding it together, but it's perfectly fine. And I know what you want. You want to see him wearing it, of course. Here's our model. And then let's just do it how they have it in the engraving. Just around here. Maybe I am sad I can't wear it, but this is worth it. This is good fun. And it does say you can use a hook and eye for this, which I have plenty, but the thing is, for all of this, it's gonna get caught. It's just not worth it. Or if you have your hair out and if you're, actually making this for yourself, not worth it. So I think a lovely little bow is good fun. Wouldn't you agree? Now, how handsome is this? Let's go this way. Isn't that lovely? I think it's super fun, super warm, and of course you can wear it as many styles as you would wish to. Just for shits and giggles, let's put all of it together. I love the Fascinator. I mean, the boa is fun, but I'd much rather buy one. There's nothing too interesting about it. It's just, nice and plain and simple. But the Fascinator, I've got another wool which I've cherished and kept to myself. And I think I'm ready to use it for a project, Let's get him nice and comfortable back there. Isn't that fun? Let's hide that bit. We don't need the Fascinator scarf. Yeah. Now this is how you decorate an octopus. And then maybe we can show the actual octopus as well. He gets to have some limelight, doesn't he? Now we're just playing dress up. I do have Dolly's clothing to make as well, so... Anyway, I think the boa looks so much better on its own on the octopus. I'm just grabbing its eye. Oh, nice. That is lovely. Isn't that fun? No, I think that's good. Much more interesting than a naked octopus, of course. Anyway. His eyes are buttons. I thought this was super creative of me. Because, the safety buttons, when they get to a larger size, they cost a bit more than I'm willing to invest. So I got, pull back his eyelids, I got a button, got some nail polish on it, got whatever colours I wanted, got sparkly nail polish, like glitter on top, of course. And then this is just yarn. I tried to do it kind of an uneven shape to give it that octopus eye appeal. But yeah, if you need quick, cheap eyes, nail polish and a button. Anyway, and he does have a beak, if you're wondering. This is a naughty part of the video, but he does have a little octopus beak because that's what octopuses, eat with. Isn't that exciting? Anyway, I think I will stop tormenting this poor soul. And I really do hope you invest the time to making at least one of these. Maybe let's bring that Fascinator back, because I think they are so freaking bitchin' cool. I think that's it. Thank you.